Welcome to the Arizona vacation, a virtual vacation. Let's go ahead and get here now. Let's make sure the volume's good. Okay. So I made that new Chat GPT. That's why there's where I was making the thumbnails for the last one here. My thumbnail creator tool. So should be at the bottom. It should be the new one here. Virtual vacations anywhere, anyone. So let's go to Arizona. Sorry, it's a little late. I was talking with my wife.
You find yourself in the heart of the Arizona desert in 2024. The sun blazes down from a clear, bright blue sky, casting intense heat across the sandy landscape. Tall saguaro cacti stand proudly amidst scattered desert wildflowers in vibrant shades of yellow and purple. In the distance, the iconic red rock formations and mountains rise against the horizon, adding to the dramatic scenery. The dry air shimmers with heat waves near the ground, and recent footprints in the sand hint at a path to explore. What would you like to do next? Would you like to take a closer look at the wildflowers, explore the red rock formations, or something else? You've made your way to the stunning red rock formations. Towering red and orange rocks with intricate layers rise high above, creating a breathtaking and dramatic landscape. A narrow trail winds through the sandy terrain, inviting you to explore further. Small shrubs and patches of desert grass cling to the rocky crevices, adding a touch of greenery to the scene. The sun shines brightly, casting sharp shadows and making the rocks feel warm to the touch. What would you like to do next? Would you like to hike up the trail, take a closer look at the rock patterns, or perhaps something else?
Want to get to the top of it and see what it looks like up there.
You begin your hike up the narrow trail between the towering red and orange rock walls. The ground beneath your feet is sandy with some loose rocks, requiring careful steps as you ascend. The intricate layers and textures of the rocks are even more impressive up close. As you climb higher, the view opens up, revealing the expansive desert landscape dotted with cacti and shrubs. The clear blue sky above and the high sun make the dry heat palpable. What would you like to do next? Continue hiking to the top, pause to enjoy the view, or something else?
Oh, hike to the top. I guess it. Hopefully, I'll understand what I wrote there.
You've reached the top of the Red Rock Formation, and the view is breathtaking. Below you, the expansive desert landscape stretches out, dotted with scattered cacti, shrubs, and distant mountains. The red and orange rock formations extend in various shapes and sizes, creating a stunning panorama. The bright blue sky and intense sunlight enhance the clarity of the scene. The rocky edges underfoot and small plants growing between the cracks add to the rugged beauty of the place. What would you like to do next? Would you like to rest and enjoy the view, take some photos, or explore another area?
Actually, let's say, well, yeah, we'll go with do. It's gonna say maybe do see. Wait, the Grand Canyon's in Arizona? I don't know that.
As you enjoy the magnificent view from the top, you decide to call a guide to learn more about what else Arizona has to offer. The guide arrives and greets you warmly. Hello! Arizona is full of amazing places to explore. Besides the stunning red rock formations, you might be interested in visiting Grand Canyon National Park, one of the most famous natural wonders of the world, offering breathtaking views, hiking trails, and rafting on the Colorado River. 2. Sedona, known for its vibrant arts community, stunning red rock scenery, and spiritual vortex sites. 3. Antelope Canyon, a beautiful slot canyon renowned for its wave-like structure and light beams shining down into the openings. 4. Monument Valley, iconic sandstone buttes that have been the backdrop for many Western films. 5. Saguaro National Park, home to the giant saguaro cactus with great hiking trails and scenic drives. 6. Petrified Forest National Park offers a glimpse into the distant past with its fossilized trees and colorful badlands. 7. Lake Powell, perfect for boating, fishing, and exploring the beautiful shoreline and canyons. 8. Historic Route 66. Travel along this historic highway and visit quirky roadside attractions and charming towns. What interests you the most? Or is there something else you'd like to know about?
I'd like to go to the Grand Canyon, see what that highway thing is too. Curious what Route 66 is about too. I think most I'm more familiar with, like, I haven't been to either place, but wait, spiritual vortex sites? What's that? I wonder. Sounds a little hokey to me, but let's see.
You ask the guide about the spiritual vortex sites in Sedona. The guide smiles and begins to explain. Sedona is renowned for its spiritual vortex sites, which are believed to be swirling centers of energy that are conducive to healing, meditation, and self exploration. These vortexes are said to have powerful energy flows that affect those who visit them in profound ways. There are 4 main vortex sites in Sedona. 1. Airport Mesa Vortex. Known for its strong masculine energy, this site is popular for its stunning views, especially at sunset. It's a great place for grounding and gaining clarity. 2. Cathedral Rock Vortex. This vortex is associated with feminine energy, promoting feelings of compassion, kindness, and receptivity. It's an excellent spot for meditation and contemplation. 3. Bell Rock Vortex. This site has a balanced energy, combining both masculine and feminine traits. It's ideal for feeling balanced and finding harmony within oneself. Number 4. Boynton Canyon Vortex, another balanced vortex. Boynton Canyon is known for its powerful energy and is a popular spot for spiritual seekers. The energy here is said to enhance all forms of spiritual activity. Many people visit these vortex sites for meditation, spiritual retreats, and to connect with nature on a deeper level. The energy at these sites is often described as palpable, and visitors report feeling a sense of peace, heightened awareness, and spiritual awakening. Would you like to visit one of these vortex sites? Or is there something else you're interested in?
I'm kind of curious. I'm torn between. There's so many things I want to do here. Let's see. See if there's anybody here yet. Okay. Nope. I've always wanted to see the Grand Canyon. I'm not sure if Route 66 would take you to the Grand Canyon, I guess. See, what are they in order here? Let's just go down. Okay, so Grand Canyon's first. So yeah, let's go to the Grand Canyon. Oh boy.
You arrive at Grand Canyon National Park, and the view is truly awe-inspiring. The vast canyon stretches out before you, with its layered red and orange cliffs, deep gorges, and the winding Colorado River far below. The clear blue sky and bright sunlight cast dramatic shadows across the rugged landscape. Sparse vegetation, including small shrubs and hardy grasses, clings to the rocky edges, adding to the natural beauty of the scene. What would you like to do next? Would you like to hike along one of the trails, take a closer look at the river, or explore another area of the park?
Yeah, I don't think you'd be allowed to do this, but let's see what happens if we try it. Like, this is something I'd like to do, but I wouldn't do it because I don't think you're allowed to. Is just throw a rock out over the edge and see what happens. We could even make it funnier, like, you shall eat what I do. So let's try that. It actually let me do it. Cool. I'd say don't do that in real life because it could hit somebody on the way down or something. And it's probably not allowed.
You pick up a small rock from the ground, feel its weight in your hand, and step closer to the edge of the Grand Canyon. Taking a deep breath, you shout, "Eat!" as loud as you can and toss the rock with all your might. The rock sails through the air, arcing gracefully before plummeting down into the vast expanse of the canyon. You watch as it tumbles down the cliffs, growing smaller and smaller until it's barely visible. The echo of your shout bounces off the canyon walls, resonating through the immense space and fading slowly into the distance. The moment is exhilarating and freeing, a unique experience against the backdrop of one of nature's greatest wonders. What would you like to do next? Hike down towards the river, explore another viewpoint, or perhaps take a moment to soak in the serenity of the canyon? You begin your descent towards the Colorado River, following a narrow, rocky trail that winds through the steep, rugged cliffs of the Grand Canyon. The layered red and orange rock formations rise imposingly on either side, and the bright blue sky overhead adds to the dramatic scenery. Hardy shrubs and grasses cling to the rocky path, adding touches of green to the otherwise arid landscape. Far below, the Colorado River flows like a ribbon of blue, cutting through the canyon's immense walls. The sun shines intensely, casting shadows that highlight the rugged beauty of the terrain. What would you like to do next? Continue your hike down to the river, take a break and enjoy the view, or something else?
Alright, and welcome. Feel free to let me know anything you want to do along the way. In Arizona, exploring the Grand Canyon.
You've made it down to the Colorado River. The clear blue water flows gently, surrounded by the steep red and orange cliffs of the Grand Canyon. The rocky shoreline is dotted with hardy shrubs and small plants that grow between the rocks. The sun shines brightly from a clear blue sky, casting shimmering reflections on the river's surface. The air is warm and dry, and the tranquil sounds of the flowing river enhance the serene atmosphere. The immense scale of the canyon walls towering above is truly awe-inspiring. What would you like to do next? Relax by the river, explore the shoreline, or perhaps head back up the trail?
Oh man, that was not right. Let me just spell it.
You're now in a canoe, gliding smoothly down the Colorado River. The clear blue water flows gently beneath you, creating ripples that spread out behind the canoe. Steep red and orange cliffs rise dramatically on either side, framing the breathtaking scene. The bright blue sky and the warm sun create shimmering reflections on the river's surface, adding to the tranquility. The peaceful sound of your paddles dipping into the water enhances the serene experience as you journey through the majestic Grand Canyon. What would you like to do next? Continue canoeing down the river? Stop to explore a new spot? Or something else?
I'm curious what happens if we just continue for a little bit. Let's try that. Curious what it'd be like to swim underwater.
Continuing your journey down the Colorado River, you navigate through more dramatic red and orange cliffs. The river winds gracefully through the canyon, with patches of lush green vegetation appearing on some of the banks. The sky remains bright blue, and the sun casts a warm light across the landscape. The peaceful sounds of the river and the paddles dipping into the water create a tranquil atmosphere as you glide along. What would you like to do next? Continue exploring the river, stop to investigate the vegetation, or something else?
I'm not sure if that would even be safe to do. I don't know how fast the current is and stuff. But we can do it here safely because this is virtual.
You take a refreshing dip in the clear blue waters of the Colorado River. The cool water feels invigorating as you swim, with your arms cutting through the surface. The dramatic red and orange cliffs tower high above on either side, and patches of lush green vegetation line some parts of the banks. The bright blue sky and warm sunlight cast sparkling reflections on the water, creating a stunning and tranquil scene. What would you like to do next? Continue swimming, relax by the riverbank, or explore another area? You dive underwater, and the view is mesmerizing. The clear, blue-green water allows you to see the rocks and pebbles on the riverbed, along with small fish swimming around. Sunlight filters through the surface, creating shimmering patterns on the riverbed. The dramatic cliffs and vegetation above the water are faintly visible, adding to the serene and otherworldly atmosphere of the underwater landscape. What would you like to do next? Continue exploring underwater, return to the surface, or something else?
Guess I meant like the fish and stuff like that, but or anything else. I don't know if there's other life there.
Exploring underwater in the Colorado River, you encounter a vibrant aquatic world. Small fish dart around the rocks and pebbles on the riverbed, while underwater plants sway gently with the current. You even spot a few crayfish crawling among the rocks. Sunlight filters through the water, creating beautiful shimmering patterns. The serene and lively scene is enhanced by the faint outlines of the dramatic cliffs and vegetation above. What would you like to do next? Continue exploring underwater, return to the surface, or perhaps visit another location?
It's pretty cool. If anybody has anything particular they want to do next, let me know. Otherwise, I'll pick something here. Let me go back and see if I can see what the list of stuff was. See, there's Sedona. Oh, so I wonder if it is actually like a sculpture or something. That's interesting.
You've arrived at the top of Airport Mesa in Sedona, a renowned vortex site. The view is breathtaking, with stunning red rock formations and an expansive desert landscape below. Patches of green vegetation add contrast to the warm, sunlit rocks. The clear, deep blue sky enhances the serene atmosphere. A few people are meditating and enjoying the vortex's energy, adding to the spiritual vibe. Smooth rocks and hardy shrubs in the foreground complete this tranquil scene. What would you like to do next? Join in meditation, explore the area, or perhaps visit another vortex site? You ask the guide about the name Airport Vortex and for more information about the other vortex sites in Sedona. The guide explains Airport Mesa Vortex gets its name because it's located near Sedona's small airport, which is on top of a mesa. The easy accessibility and stunning panoramic views make it a popular spot. The energy here is known for its strong masculine or yang qualities, which can help with grounding and gaining clarity. Sedona has several other well-known vortex sites, each with its unique energy. 1. Cathedral Rock Vortex. Located near Cathedral Rock, this site is known for its feminine or yin energy. It's great for introspection, compassion, and meditation. The rock formations are iconic and offer beautiful views. 2. Bell Rock Vortex. Situated at Bell Rock, this site combines both masculine and feminine energies, offering balance and harmony. It's a popular spot for hiking and meditation, with easy trails and stunning scenery. 3. Boynton Canyon Vortex. Found in Boynton Canyon, this vortex also balances masculine and feminine energies. It's known for its beautiful canyon views and is a favorite among hikers and spiritual seekers. The energy here is said to enhance all forms of spiritual activity. These vortex sites attract people from all over the world who seek spiritual growth, healing, and a deeper connection with nature. Would you like to visit one of these vortex sites, continue exploring Airport Mesa, or do something else? You've arrived at the Cathedral Rock Vortex, surrounded by the iconic rock formations with their striking red and orange hues. The mix of green vegetation and rugged terrain creates a beautiful contrast. The clear, bright blue sky and warm sunlight enhance the vibrant colors of the rocks. In the foreground, people are meditating, enjoying the serene atmosphere. The energy of this vortex site is palpable, fostering a peaceful and introspective environment. What would you like to do next? Join in meditation, explore the rock formations, or visit another site?
Let's see what other things there were. Oh, that's right. There's Route 66, I guess. Let's. Looks like it made
You're driving down historic Route 66 in Arizona,
weird.
enjoying the sense of adventure and nostalgia. The long stretch of road cuts through the desert landscape, with distant mountains and red rock formations adding to the scenic view. Iconic, vintage signs and old gas stations and diners line the route, evoking a bygone era. The clear blue sky and warm sunlight cast a golden hue over everything, while classic cars and motorcycles cruising alongside enhance the nostalgic feel. The dry, hot air carries the essence of history and freedom. What would you like to do next? Stop at a diner, explore an old gas station, or continue your drive?
Yeah, I guess refuel, and then we could do a diner.
You've stopped at a vintage gas station on Route 66 to refuel. The old fashioned gas pump and weathered building with classic signage evoke a sense of nostalgia. Nearby, a few vintage cars are parked, enhancing the atmosphere of the golden age of road trips. The desert landscape, with red rock formations and distant mountains, surrounds the gas station. The clear blue sky and warm sunlight cast a golden glow over the scene, making it a perfect snapshot of Americana. What would you like to do next? Explore the gas station, chat with fellow travelers, or continue your drive down Route 66? Inside the vintage gas station, you're greeted by a cozy and nostalgic atmosphere. The old-fashioned decor features classic memorabilia and vintage signs. Shelves are stocked with snacks, sodas, and Route 66 souvenirs. The walls are adorned with photographs and posters from the mid-20th century, enhancing the sense of nostalgia. Warm lighting bathes the room as a few customers browse or chat with the cashier at the counter, where an old cash register sits. What would you like to do next? Browse the souvenirs, chat with the cashier, or continue your journey?
Let's try that again.
You stop at a classic diner along Route 66, immediately drawn to its vintage charm. The neon signs and red and white color scheme evoke the golden age of road trips. Through the windows, you can see the retro style interior, inviting you in. Outside, a few classic cars are parked, adding to the nostalgic atmosphere. The desert landscape with red rock formations forms a stunning backdrop, and the clear blue sky and warm sunlight complete the inviting scene. What would you like to do next? Head inside for a meal, explore the area around the diner, or continue your journey? You ask the guide about other
Media
interesting
creator.
places to explore along Route 66 in Arizona. The guide smiles and lists a few highlights. 1. The Wigwam Motel in Holbrook, a historic motel where the rooms are shaped like teepees, offering a unique and nostalgic lodging experience. 2. Meteor Crater, located near Winslow. This is one of the best preserved meteorite impact sites in the world, with a visitor center and observation decks. 3. The Petrified Forest National Park. Famous for its fossilized trees and colorful badlands, this park offers hiking trails and stunning landscapes. 4. Standing on the Corner Park in Winslow. Inspired by the Eagles song, Take It Easy, this park features a statue and mural, perfect for a photo op. The Grand Canyon Caverns. These dry caverns, located near Peach Springs, offer guided tours showcasing their impressive formations. 6. Seligman. Known as the birthplace of Route 66, this town has preserved its vintage charm with diners, souvenir shops, and historic sites. 7. Hackberry General Store, a classic stop with Route 66 memorabilia, vintage cars, and a nostalgic atmosphere. 8. Oatman, a former mining town turned tourist attraction, famous for its wild burros that roam the streets and its historic buildings. Each of these spots offers a unique glimpse into the history and charm of Route 66. Where would you like to go next? The guide asks.
I also like to see the Grand Canyon Caverns. I didn't know there was that, and the Petrified Forest.
You've arrived at Meteor Crater in Arizona, and the view is awe-inspiring. The massive crater, with its steep, rocky walls and flat bottom, is a striking feature in the desert landscape. Sparse vegetation surrounds the area, adding to the stark beauty. Visitors are gathered on the viewing platform, peering over the edge and reading informational signs about the meteor impact. The clear blue sky and bright sunlight cast sharp shadows across the crater, highlighting its immense scale. What would you like to do next? Explore the visitor center, take a closer look at the crater, or visit another location?
Not sure if you'd be allowed to do that. They're not. You probably have to have climbing equipment with it being so steep on the edges. I kind of did it wrong there.
Standing at the bottom of Meteor Crater, you're surrounded by towering, rocky walls with layers of red and brown rock. The flat, sandy ground is scattered with rocks and sparse vegetation. Looking up, the clear blue sky forms a circular window above the crater, with the sun casting dramatic shadows that highlight the imposing scale of the walls. The atmosphere is quiet and awe-inspiring, giving you a profound sense of the crater's immense size and ancient history. What would you like to do next? Explore the crater's interior, take some photos, or head to another location? You ask the guide about the size and depth of Meteor Crater. The guide responds with detailed information. Meteor Crater, also known as Barringer Crater, is about 3,900 feet, 1,200 meters in diameter, and approximately 560 feet, 170 meters deep. The crater's rim rises about 150 feet, 45 meters above the surrounding plain. It was formed around 50,000 years ago by a meteorite impact, and it's one of the best preserved impact craters on Earth. The meteorite that created the crater is estimated to have been about 160 feet, 50 meters in diameter. Is there anything else you'd like to know or do while you're here? You ask the guide for a summary of Arizona's history. The guide provides a brief overview. Arizona's history is rich and diverse, spanning thousands of years. Here are some key points. 1. Ancient cultures. The area now known as Arizona has been inhabited for thousands of years by indigenous peoples, including the Hohokam, ancestral Puebloans, and Mogollon cultures. These groups built complex communities and irrigation systems. 2. Spanish exploration. In the 16th century, Spanish explorers, including Francisco Vasquez de Coronado, arrived in the region searching for the legendary Seven Cities of Gold. The area became part of New Spain. Number 3. Mexican territory. After gaining independence from Spain in 1821, Mexico controlled the region. It remained Mexican territory until the mid-19th century. 4. U.S. acquisition. The United States acquired much of Arizona through the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo in 1848, following the Mexican-American War, and the Gadsden Purchase in 1853. 5. Territorial period. Arizona became a separate U.S. territory in 1863. During this period, mining, especially for copper, and ranching were the primary economic activities. 6. Statehood. Arizona was admitted as the 48th state of the United States on February 14, 1912. It was the last of the contiguous states to join the Union. 7. 20th century. The development of agriculture, aided by irrigation projects like the Hoover Dam and the growth of the tourism industry, particularly with attractions like the Grand Canyon, contributed to the state's growth. 8. Modern era. Today, Arizona is known for its diverse economy, which includes technology, manufacturing, and a significant retirement and tourism industry. The state's cultural heritage is a blend of Native American, Hispanic, and Western influences. This summary captures some of the key moments in Arizona's long and varied history. Is there anything specific you'd like to explore further or do next?
Oh man, I said let's go explore the petrified forest. Let's see. Oh, this is interesting. Okay.
You ask the guide for a summary of the history of the petrified forest in Arizona. The guide provides the following overview. The Petrified Forest National Park is a unique and fascinating area with a rich history. 1. Ancient origins. The petrified wood found in the park dates back to the late Triassic period, around 225 million years ago. During this time, the area was a lush tropical region with abundant vegetation, including large trees that eventually became fossilized. 2. Formation of petrified wood. Over millions of years, fallen trees were buried by sediment. Silica-rich groundwater percolated through the logs, replacing organic material with minerals like quartz, creating the stunning petrified wood seen today. 3. Indigenous peoples. Long before European exploration, Native American groups, including the ancestral Puebloans, lived in the area. They left behind petroglyphs and ruins of their settlements, which can still be seen in the park. Number 4. European at the 16th century. In the 16th century, Spanish explorers traveled through the region, although it wasn't until the mid-19th century that the petrified forest began to attract significant attention from scientists and settlers. 5. Scientific study. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, paleontologists and geologists studied the area extensively, uncovering not only petrified wood, but also fossils of prehistoric plants and animals. 6. Conservation efforts. To protect this unique natural treasure, the area was designated as a national monument in 1906 by President Theodore Roosevelt. It was later expanded and designated as a national park in 1962. 7. Modern era. Today, Petrified Forest National Park covers over 220,000 acres and includes not only the petrified wood, but also significant archaeological sites, petroglyphs, and a section of the historic Route 66. The park attracts visitors from all over the world who come to marvel at its geological wonders and rich history. The Petrified Forest is a place where visitors can step back in time and witness the remarkable processes of fossilization and the rich cultural history of the region. What would you like to do next? Explore the park further, visit another location, or learn more about a specific aspect of the Petrified Forest?
Not really sure what a petroglyph is, but let's see. You can ask a guide what the petroglyphs are if it doesn't describe it here. Looks pretty self-explanatory.
You find yourself in front of ancient petroglyphs in the Petrified Forest National Park. The rock carvings, etched into large boulders and cliff faces, depict various animals, symbols, and human figures, showcasing the artistry of the indigenous people who created them. The desert landscape around you features rolling hills and sparse vegetation, while the clear blue sky and warm sunlight cast shadows that highlight the intricate details of the carvings. Informational signs nearby provide historical context, enriching your understanding of these remarkable artifacts. What would you like to do next? Continue exploring more petroglyphs, learn about another aspect of the park, or visit a different location?
Not sure what that's gonna be, but
You decide to visit one of the most interesting places in the Petrified Forest National Park, the Blue Mesa. Known for its striking badlands, the Blue Mesa offers a unique and colorful landscape with layers of blue, purple, and gray sediments. As you approach Blue Mesa, the landscape changes dramatically. The rolling hills and mesas are colored in shades of blue, purple, and gray, creating an otherworldly appearance. The vibrant colors are due to the ancient volcanic ash and mineral deposits that make up the hills. The area is dotted with large pieces of petrified wood, some of which are partially buried in the colorful sediments. A well-maintained trail leads you through this incredible terrain, allowing you to get up close to the unique geological formations and petrified logs. What to do here? Hike the Blue Mesa Trail. This 1-mile loop trail offers a close-up view of the colorful Badlands and petrified wood. Photography. The striking colors and unusual formations make for fantastic photo opportunities. Learn about geology. Informational signs along the trail provide insights into the geological history of the area. Would you like to hike the Blue Mesa Trail, take some photos, or learn more about the geology of this unique area?
I didn't know such a place existed. Wonder if that's an accurate picture of it or not. That's interesting.
You've reached the densest part of the Petrified Forest National Park, where numerous large and colorful petrified logs are scattered across the desert landscape. The vibrant colors of the fossilized wood, including red, orange, and purple, are beautifully highlighted by the warm sunlight. The ground is sandy with sparse desert vegetation, adding to the rugged charm of the area. The clear blue sky enhances the striking details of the petrified trees, making this spot truly remarkable. What would you like to do next? Take a closer look at the petrified logs, learn more about their formation, or explore another area of the park. You're now up close to a large petrified log, and the intricate details are truly fascinating. The vibrant colors of the fossilized wood, red, orange, and purple, stand out beautifully. You can see the texture of the bark and the rings, which have been perfectly preserved over millions of years. The log is partially buried in the sandy ground, with small desert plants growing nearby. The sunlight highlights the beautiful patterns and colors of the petrified wood, and the clear blue sky casts a warm light on the scene. What would you like to do next? Learn more about the fossilization process, take some photos, or explore another area of the park. You've traveled back in time to the late Triassic period, when the petrified forest was a lush, vibrant forest. Towering conifer trees and dense ferns dominate the landscape, creating a rich tapestry of green. The forest floor is covered with plants and fallen leaves, and sunlight filters through the canopy, casting dappled light and shadows. In the distance, you can see prehistoric animals, such as early dinosaurs and reptiles, moving through the forest, adding to the lively atmosphere. What would you like to do next? Explore the forest further, observe the prehistoric animals, or learn more about this ancient ecosystem.
Not sure how that would work actually. So, wonder if it got buried suddenly. Maybe when the crater even happened.
You've moved forward in time to the early stages of petrification in the forest. The scene is a fascinating blend of living trees and fallen logs beginning to petrify. Some trees have fallen and are partially buried in sediment, while others remain standing tall. The fallen logs show early signs of mineralization, with vibrant spots of red and orange starting to appear. The forest is still lush with green vegetation, including ferns and conifer trees. The sky is partly cloudy, and sunlight filters through the canopy, casting a serene and mesmerizing light on the evolving landscape. What would you like to do next? Examine the early petrification process, explore more of the forest, or observe the changes in the ecosystem? As you explore the changes in the ecosystem and learn about the petrification process, you notice several fascinating developments. Changes in the ecosystem. 1. Vegetation. The forest remains lush, but the fallen trees and logs begin to transform. Ferns, conifers, and other plants continue to thrive, but their environment starts to change as more trees fall and begin the petrification process. 2. Soil composition. The soil around the fallen logs is rich in volcanic ash and minerals, which contribute to the petrification process. The sediment gradually buries the logs, cutting off oxygen and slowing decay. 3. Water flow. Streams and rivers carrying silica rich water from volcanic activity play a crucial role in the petrification process. This water percolates through the buried logs, initiating mineralization. 4. Wildlife. The presence of prehistoric animals and insects continues, but their interactions with the changing environment may differ as new habitats form around the petrifying logs. Petrification process. 1. Initial burial. When trees fall and are buried by sediment, oxygen is cut off, slowing decomposition. This allows the petrification process to begin. 2. Silica saturation. Silica-rich water from volcanic activity seeps into the buried logs. This water fills the cellular structure of the wood, starting the mineralization process. 3. Mineral replacement. Over time, the organic material in the wood is replaced by minerals like silica, quartz, and other compounds. This replacement process can take thousands to millions of years. 4. Coloration. The vibrant colors seen in petrified wood come from various minerals. Iron oxide creates reds and oranges, manganese oxides produce pinks and blues, and carbon contributes to black and gray hues. 5. Preservation. The cellular structure of the wood is preserved during petrification, creating detailed and intricate fossilized logs that retain the texture and appearance of the original wood. As you observe these changes, you gain a deeper appreciation for the complex and lengthy process that transforms living trees into the stunning petrified wood seen today. What would you like to do next? Continue exploring the forest during this time period? Move forward in time to see further stages of petrification? Or visit another location?
Was it caverns or I'm not sure.
You've returned to the current year and are now exploring a cave in the Grand Canyon. The rugged cave interior features stalactites hanging from the ceiling and stalagmites rising from the floor, illuminated by natural light filtering through an opening. The cave walls showcase intricate patterns and textures, with some areas covered in moss. The floor is uneven, with rocks and a small stream running through it, creating a cool and damp atmosphere. The sounds of dripping water echo through the cave, adding to the serene experience. Outside the cave opening, you can see the dramatic landscape of the Grand Canyon with its red and orange cliffs under a clear blue sky. What would you like to do next? Explore deeper into the cave, examine the cave formations more closely, or venture back outside to the Grand Canyon?
I'm curious if anybody has anything else they want to do here in Arizona. Maybe do something silly or any other place they want to go. If not, wrap it up here. Let me try and see if I can think of something silly to do real quick. Uh, Nothing's really coming to mind. Let's see. Yeah, nothing's really coming to mind. I was thinking like, well, yeah, that'd be vandalism, like carve my name on the rocks or something. Let's see. Okay. I actually thought of something pretty funny. Dump some dye in the Colorado River. Let's see, what color would we want to dye it? That would be funny. Maybe pink. Let's see, and yeah, we could dye it pink. That'd be funny. That should be funny. They'll probably just say that we can't do that. They did ask it to give us freedom to. Oh, yeah, I think it's doing it. Cool. That's pretty funny.
The Colorado River now flows a vibrant pink through the Grand Canyon, creating a surreal and striking scene. The pink water contrasts dramatically with the iconic red and orange cliffs that rise above it. The clear blue sky enhances the unusual color of the river, while the sun casts warm light on the landscape, highlighting the dramatic change. Rocky edges and sparse desert vegetation in the foreground add to the unique atmosphere. What would you like to do next? Explore the Pink River further, take photos of this surreal scene, or visit another part of the Grand Canyon?
Okay. Oh, I know. One more. Okay, let's put Orbeez in the Colorado River. Okay. It's virtual. We can do that. Just please don't do these in real life. We can explore it virtually. Okay, after this, I'm gonna need to stop and go at it. Man, that's funny. It's actually letting us do this. Oh, man. It's so cool. We could just do this here. This would make a huge mess and big environmental. It's virtual, so we can do it virtually. And just please don't do this.
The Colorado River is now filled with thousands of colorful Orbeez, creating a vibrant and playful atmosphere. The iconic red and orange cliffs of the Grand Canyon surround the river, contrasting with the whimsical display of Orbeez. The clear blue sky and sunlight cast reflections on the water, making the scene even more striking. Rocky edges and sparse desert vegetation in the foreground add to the unique twist on the natural beauty of the canyon. What would you like to do next? Explore the river filled with Orbeez, take photos of this playful scene, or visit another part of the Grand Canyon.
Okay, yeah, I need to get to that here, but that was a pretty good, funny way to end this here. So there's the pink Colorado River, dyed pink, and then there it is with Orbeez. That's pretty funny. It's done a good job of illustrating this too. Okay. Yeah. Okay, well, thank y'all for watching, and feel free to like and subscribe, and have a great night.